What's up?
Yo, just woke up not that long ago.
I'll be listening to this OTK deck, so I built this deck that basically you play the Umi field spell line, like the
Wait, is my
old.
mic still muted?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, my thing said my mic was muted. You played the whole what on there?
I built this. It's if you look at my screen, I built. It's basically you use. You remember Umi, the field spell, the water field spell?
Yeah, Umi.
So you play cards that treat themselves as Umi, and then your boss monster, while it's on the field, your opponent can only control one non-modern monster. So you lock your opponent down basically and prevent them from summoning anything.
Wait. What's the card called? Because I
Well,
remember
the card
that.
I play is the Legendary Ocean. You probably remember that
Yeah,
one.
I
That's
remember
still
that
pretty
one.
old.
I used to have water deck. Fucking loved it. It
Yeah,
wasn't
this is
by
just a
any
this is
means.
a full
Go ahead.
stun deck though. I'm being a dick.
That's how I played that. I didn't. Wasn't very good, but it was fun.
Mm.
I think I used Atlanteans,
Yeah, you
and
play.
I used.
I'm gonna mix it with Atlanteans at some point when I get more fodder. But I'm building it with Sky Striker right now.
Okay.
Um,
I had mine with. I think I had the wind up shark and the fish in there. Ooh, I forget what it was called, but it would bring out a lot of other stuff.
just
It was so
surrenders right
funny.
away. Beautiful. He sees what I'm playing.
People
I'm gonna
hate
do a
that,
poll
huh?
soon. Hopefully, I get something good. Actually, I can do a poll now. Let's see if I get anything good. I'm pulling the Sky Striker pack. I need 3 Super Polys too, but I don't have those just yet.
Did you watch that video I sent you?
I didn't see you sent me a video.
I blew up somebody's boat with a big barrel keg, and it was hilarious. It made me happy. I made an alliance, and some people they were gonna fuck up the alliance. I could see it coming. So while they were trolling the noobs that were in the alliance, I I carried all those bombs onto their boat, and their boat was on fire. So I placed them next to the fire, and the fire made them blow up like instantly.
Yeah, I'm watching it now.
This shit was.
Why is it green when it explodes?
Because that was a super special keg. It was like the
Okay.
famous. It was I had to do this world event. People kept coming to get it. Took an hour to kill all the enemies, like the actual NPC enemies. It spawns a fucking skeleton lord that has like 100,000 hit points or something stupid. It's why I like this game because it plays like it's an open world game. So it plays like a lot of those games I play where I have to go kill bosses and stuff. But there's other players doing the same thing. So when the world events happen, I race to them first to try to get them. But I wait for the other people to come. Because I know the other ships will come. And I get PvP. And sometimes I die. A lot of times I die. That time I didn't. I got what I wanted to do done. I was thinking about installing Master Duel.
I'll help you build a deck if you do. You should get a bunch of.
I was thinking about it. I've been fucking grinding the Sea of Thieves out real hard. The season ends in 3 days. And I've grinded out the season pass to 100 points, like the level 100. But I don't get the whole season pass until I become a pirate legend. And I just started playing, so I'm not a pirate legend. So I was grinding out to become a pirate legend. And some people would take a year to become a pirate legend. I should have it by the end of the day. I got really good at this game somehow. Megalith. Is that
It's finally starting to happen. Publishers are dropping the Xbox Series. They're completely stopping publishing games on the Xbox because of the Series S.
Really?
Well, because the series, if you want to release a game on the Series X, it has to run on the Series S too. which is holding the entire gen back because people were releasing because the Xbox Series S is basically a glorified Xbox One.
Yeah. Oh.
So basically, every game that comes out has to run on last gen for pretty much.
When they're giving it up.
Well, it's like they're just not going to, and nobody's buying games on Xbox anyway. It's because of Game Pass. So like, there's no reason to release Xbox games anymore.
Yeah. That makes sense. And they can just release their games on PC now.
Yeah, PC and PS5. That's all they need. Nobody owns an Xbox.
Yeah. People that
Nobody wants an Xbox. Like, why would I buy an Xbox if I could play the exact same games as on an Xbox on PC, but better? Like,
right? Makes sense to me. I'm downloading.
I'll hold off on my poll, I guess, so my friend can watch me do it. I'm pulling Sky Strikers right now. I'm not actually trying to build Sky Strikers, but I'm using them as an engine. They fill up your grave with spells and let you draw a bunch of cards.
Okay.
And the main issue with the Umi deck is that it's kind of inconsistent. Even though I copied the literal World Champions deck list to build it.
Really?
Yeah, Jesse Cotton. He's been a pretty well-known player since back when I used to still play. I gotta take a call real quick.
Yeah, you're good.
It's part of employment. It's called Money Network. I prefer to call it Paper Network personally because this is the worst bank I think I've ever used in my life.
Wait, what?
The bank I use, I made a bank transfer, a balance transfer, like Tuesday night last week. It's supposed to take 3 business days. It's still not in my bank account. It's Money Network. It's this one that the fucking state makes you use when you're on unemployment. Because they wouldn't take the bank I used, so I had to open a new bank account and use this until they started direct depositing into the actual account I opened.
Oh. That was fucking dumb.
I bought, when I was at Rite Aid the other day, I had some credit. I bought store credit. I bought the stuff that's supposed to make your hands stop sweating. I'm really excited for that.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
My hands get really, really sweaty whenever I play video games.
Mine do too.
It's not even just video game. It's specifically the PS5 controller. I never have this problem with my Switch or the PS4 controller.
Do you think it's the grip that's on it?
I think it's the texture, yeah. Because the texture is like kind of porous if you look at it, and it seems like it's really good at pulling dirt off of your hands. Oh, sweet, the new event starts tonight. I'm going to get a shitload of gems.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll help you build a deck if you get into Master Duel. There's some pretty cool stuff you can build right now.
Yeah, I just got it. I got it installing right now.
Always looking for people to play Yigimons with. That's what we called it in college. My opponent is named Real Cabbage.
Real Cabbage. Does that mean he smells really bad?
I don't like cabbage, so maybe.
Me neither. Cabbage smells so bad, I can't get over the way it smells.
Wow, this hand is fucking either garbage or really funny, depending on what I draw next turn. So what you do is, as long as you control Umi, it's a retrain of this ancient water dragon boss monster from Days of Yore. I can't remember what its name is called. Ryukishin or something like that. Ryushin. It's like this old water boss monster that could like board nuke if you controlled Umi. And it's sort of a retrain, but instead of nuking the board, it prevents your opponent from summoning a board.
Oh wow.
Because since it does is once per turn you can search an Umi, a Sea Stealth, or a I forget what the last one, Ryushin card, I think. So you can search you can search Umi or a Legendary Ocean, and then all the other cards count themselves as Umi. So and then as long as it's on the field, your opponent can't summon more than one non-water monster, basically.
Okay.
So if they're not playing a water deck, they're fucked.
And no one really plays water decks.
Yeah, the only really sort of viable water deck is like Ice Barrier Piles right now.
Man,
this isn't
people
very
don't really
good.
play that, huh?
No, I mean, you can mix them, but like the top two decks are Dark and Fire right now. Which is Fire King, Snake Eye, Tenpai, and Yubel, all the top three.
Okay.
Which hand fucking sucks. I don't even know what to do here. I can't do anything.
Really?
I just have to hope he can't OTK me, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, droll me. I dare you. Just pass on an empty board. Like God intended. I have 3 hand traps in my hand, so he's not going to be doing much of anything either.
Oh no. Definitely not.
There's his mirror. So the funny thing about the illusion monsters, they're all based off of ancient Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Pocket Yu-Gi-Oh game exclusives. And they also retrained Chimera, the king of mythical beast, into it too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Huh.
What does this thing do? Add 1 level 5 Fiend monster or Chimera fusion. We're not gonna let that resolve. Gazelle, the king of mythical claws. That's the name. His big wing Baphomet. It's kind of cool how they fit the old stuff in.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. That's something neat. That's what I named my ship. Something neat. Let's go to fucking war.
I was complaining about that bank app though. You literally just can't open the app some of the time. Like you'll just try to log in with your username and password. It'll just like, haha, fuck you, and nothing will happen. It's really great. Yeah. I cannot wait until I can uninstall this and cut this card into pieces. I bet he's gonna make a bazooka here. Oh no, that's not level 4. He can't make anything.
He can't make shit.
All right. I think I can finally start playing now.
All white. Oh god. I'm like out of weed.
I haven't really been smoking much lately, so I've been going through the last of the wax I have pretty quickly. But I'll probably grab some more once this check clears. I've just been smoking slow because I know I'm going to run out soon otherwise.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been doing. Right now.
I really haven't felt like smoking that much either.
Damn, I just crash landed. I dove to my quest and it sends you up in the water right at the island you're supposed to go to. And I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to get my pen to work. And I crash landed at full speed. This ship has a lot of holes in it.
He just surrendered. Poor real cabbage. Getting bullied like that.
Poor cabbage.
There's also another engine I could use to make this deck a little bit more consistent, but it's not in Masterful yet. There's a, I think it's called Seventh Tachyon or something like that. What it is you vanish, or you reveal. It's reveal a number monster in your extra deck, and then I think you can add a monster with the same type and attribute from your deck to your hand or something like that.
Oh.
And then it does something involving Xyz summoning it, so then it searches a card. So you can it gets you into your water engine really quickly. Oh crap! This hand is completely unplayable. I'm also smoke screening my opponent. I made it look like I'm playing Tenpai. I made my name I love Tenpai. My thing
Yeah.
is the fire or Tenpai Lord. My icon is the Tenpai icon, and I'm using the fire.
I gotta find some guy named Burning Tony. He lives on a volcano.
Oh boy, Dimensional Shifter. We're off to a great start.
Huh.
Oh, you're playing Vanquish Soul. Oh, that sends his cost, doesn't it? I'm not going to be able to activate that. I don't know why I set that.
Huh. Uh-oh, the volcano's erupting. I gotta get all this merchant shit off this island before it erupts.
That's kind of sexy though. He's got a royal rare Rock of the Vanquisher. I just shattered my Vanquish Soul list because Vanquish Soul was like mega expensive and I wasn't playing it. You need like fucking 15 ultra rares or something in it, so I just got rid of it. The deck and built something else instead.
Okay. I'm trying to think what kind of deck I want to build.
Nice Max C nerd. I mean, if you just think of something that you're like interested in, and I could probably come up with a deck that fits in.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a deck that's based around punk music. You might like that.
Punk music?
Yeah, it's literally called Punk. P.U.N.K is what the deck is called.
Huh. I might just play that.
Well, you use Punk as an engine in other decks, mainly.
Steampunk.
Because I think they're all psychics, so you can summon off of E-Telly and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember what you play them in, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it's something.
It's Ogre for this guy.
It's ogre for that guy.
I kind of want to play the new Fortress Will card in this.
Fortress Will.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this time of the day in this game. Gives me a headache. Because it's daytime in real life. When it's nighttime, it's so dark. I can see myself on my TV. I'm trying to navigate where I'm going.
I could make a Link monster here. That's not a very good idea, though, I don't think. Hey, your feather duster ain't gonna work here, my man.
Nope.
Don't have Ash Blossom, please. That would be incredibly sad. Okay, Max C, that's fine.
Gold Pride Punk.
Yeah, Gold Pride's pretty funny.
Punk.
Yeah,
Goblin Punk.
The boss monster for Gold Pride is literally a giant pinball that bounces every other card on the field to the hand. It's really funny.
It's like a fucking evac. I forgot what that card. Compulsory evac.
Yeah, but it bounces everything.
What? That's fucking awesome. And not a lot of stuff can negate that, right? Because it's not targeting. I'll play a Sword Striker deck.
There's Sword Stall. That's you can get that for free, and it's pretty easy to play. It teaches you a lot of useful game mechanics too.
I just randomly was thinking of that. I think it was called Sword Stalker.
Sword Stalker. There's an ancient card called Sword Stalker. Yeah.
I used to think that card was cool. It was like the skull with the. It looks like the fucking. It looks like. I forget what it's called. It looks like the skeleton with the sword on the Avenged Sevenfold album, City of Evil.
Well, it's quite literally one of the first cards that were printed in English, so you probably remember it from when you were younger.
I do. I remember it because I used to win with that card when I was a kid. It was easy for me to summon because back then we wouldn't let anyone have more than one monster on the field for tributing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, back in
He's
those days,
using
I
it.
think we all played with the no tribute summon rule and stuff.
I didn't. We played.
I just remember
It
being
was.
like 7 years old at fucking summer camp.
I remember my friend. He was like, I like the blue eyes, so he traded me for the blue eyes in his deck, and I traded him for the summon skulls and the sword stalkers, and I'd always win because I'd use like sword to deep seated, or like I'd
Dude,
use
fucking,
the equip
I was
cards.
I was tag teaming with some random on Dueling Network with my friend, against my friend rather, and my partner was like actually clinically retarded. He was playing like sort of deep seated, and the thing is that when it's sent to the graveyard during tag duels, it's put on top of the deck of whoever the next player, like the turn player is. So he kept
Yeah,
putting
so
my opponent, my tag partner's sort of deep seated on top of my deck every time it went to the graveyard.
oh, that would have pissed me off. You think he even knew what he was doing?
My partner did, and he was playing fucking sort of deep seated in 2024.
Yeah. Do you think he used to play it back in the day, like when he was a kid, and he saw that it came out, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play it now." And he
Or he
just
thought,
didn't
wow, it makes my
realize.
number bigger. That must mean that it's good.
Yeah, because that card was good back when there wasn't anything else around.
This could be funny, but I don't know if it's worth doing or not.
Back in the beatdown days, that card was really good.
I could Nash Knight this thing. I think I could kill him if I do this. Because I have crystals. Yeah, let's do that. This will be silly.
This is some sketchy shit I gotta do right now. I'm doing the merchant stuff, and it's fucking dumb. I gotta go pick up a lot of stuff and deliver it. I'm doing it in the volcano region. So it's like really scary.
Very close.
There's volcanoes on every island, and they got range of all the other islands. But there's someone coming my way. Our friend in my guild, he always repairs his ship every day. I have not repaired my ship once. He's the guy that talks about, man, you gotta buff that out now. My ship looks so bad. It was black, but now it's like white planks. Because it got hit with so many cannonballs. I think it adds character. Someone sees my boat and they're like, man, that guy... There's a fucking red dragon on the front of it. Red dragon sails. It's all black. It's called something neat. It looks scary. The boat actually looks fucking scary. Because they know. But I'm a killer.
so funny. It doesn't read like a good card, but it actually is coming in handy. Doom Kraken. It's if Umi's on the field and you control a water monster, you can target a monster your opponent controls and a monster you control, destroy the opponent's monster, and then summon it from your hand. And then it can negate attacks once per turn by bouncing itself to the hand. It's actually pretty solid.
Yeah. Huh. Doesn't sound bad. Well, you're using the deck that the world champion used?
Well, not in Jesse Cotton has like a YouTube series where he'll build like decks that aren't particularly good.
But they're good because he built them.
I mean, this deck isn't a bad deck by any stretch of the words, mind you.
Yeah, but like, they're decks that aren't necessarily that good, that don't get a lot of love. Is that what it is? And he makes them good?
Something like that, yeah.
He's like, if you play this with this engine, it's actually a playable deck. Something like that.
This guy just ruined himself. He has to target both of his monsters with that, because my water monsters can't be targeted. There we go. And I'm still gonna make that Magispector deck that I was telling you about, but it's really expensive.
So you gotta wait to make it.
I'm gonna wait till I have money, and then I'm just gonna pull it probably.
Yeah.
Because I'll just buy a couple packs.
If you pull one of the cards and you can buy the packs.
Well, I already have the pack unlocked because I crafted some of the cards last night that weren't ultra rares.
Oh, cool. So then you can just buy from the pack.
Yep. This hand is not particularly enticing. I need to craft 3 ultra rare hand traps too, I think, because Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit's pretty good in this format.
Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit.
It's on the same series of cards as Ass Blossom and shit like that. There's Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, which is if a card or a monster effect is activated on the field, or if a spell or trap that was already on the field activate their effects, you can destroy the card basically by discarding it. Ash Blossom is if a card would be added from the hand, special summoned, or sent from the deck to the graveyard. It negates it. Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill is, I believe, if a monster is summoned, you target it and it negates its effects, and then if they summon using it, they take damage equal to its attack. And then there's one that's like Max C, but you gain 300 life points for each special summon. And then the last one is like, it negates graveyard effects, Ghost Mourner and Haunted Mansion, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then there's the real one, which is Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, which is if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, reveal a monster in your extra deck, banish all copies of it from your opponent's extra deck. So you side like a boss monster from your opponent's deck that they need to do their plays, and then you Ghost Reaper and banish all the copies of it out of their deck.
Oh, that's retarded.
You used to hit Dante with that back in the Burning Abyss days.
Oh, that I forgot Dante was like a fucking beast.
Yeah, I almost lost at a locals once because I fucking let my opponent Ghost Reaper me, and I forgot that I had a monster negate set. But luckily, I didn't have all the copies of the boss monster banished in my extra deck, so I'd already summoned one, so I was able to still use it by just recycling it.
They almost got you. Remember that because it was like, oh fuck, man.
Yeah, I remember my misplays all very well, as it turns out.
I remember mine too. A lot of mine happened because I don't understand the mechanics of Master Duel. Like I don't know how to get the things to activate. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't consider myself to be like amazingly good, but I understand game mechanics pretty well. And the game mechanics and deck building are the most important things to have to know in
I'm pretty
Yu-Gi-Oh for
good
the
at
most part.
deck building, but I don't know how the game's played.
Well, the thing with deck building is it's not just building the best possible version of the deck. It's you have to think. I'm going to a World Champions or I'm going to a YCS. Whatever. What are other people going to be playing, and how do I counter that and stuff like that? You have
Yeah,
to like. There's a lot of nuance that goes into deck building. Like, I don't like. I could do it if I wanted to, but I don't like thinking that hard.
yeah.
It
I
takes too much
well,
effort.
I was good at it back when I played all the time because I played every day. I played against people around me. Like I knew what other people were playing, so I'd go home and I'd think of ways to defeat them. Because I'd always run into the same type of decks, you know. And but now I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh religiously in 6 years or something, 6 or 7 years. So the
Yeah, I
game's
pretty much
changed a lot.
I didn't completely quit playing, but whenever they added Master Rule, the original version of Master Rule 4 in, which was the addition of Earth Monsters, I played a couple of events, nothing like competitive, just like going to locals and sneak peeks and shit. I pulled
Yeah.
an alternate road decode talker for one of those initially.
Do you remember playing at Toys R Us when we were kids?
I never went to any of the Toys R Us things. I didn't start going to like in-person things until I was in college.
Those were fun. I went to them every Saturday. They'd give you like a fucking it was like a season pass thing for like I don't know, like video games now. Picture like
Yeah,
that,
I
the
remember. I
scoreboard.
know what you're talking about, the Toys R Us events. I just never went to any of them.
They were fun when I was a kid. I wasn't allowed to do much when I was a kid.
My parents didn't like me that I played
I was
Yu-Gi-Oh,
really
so they didn't let me go to any of the events when I was younger.
oh,
They sort of just tolerated it.
yeah, I think that's what my dad would just like, yeah, he's doing that. He's not going and doing drugs. Hell yeah. It was a way for me to hang out with my friends because I wasn't allowed to. But then I stopped going to them because I was allowed to go see the marching. I was allowed to hang out with marching band people and church goers. This shit was fucking kind of funny, honestly. Can you imagine being like 16 years old and you're trying to like, you found this girl that you really liked and you're like, oh yeah, and your parents won't let you go see her, and she thinks that you're blowing her off. It's like, oh man, but you're like, you don't want to be like, well, my parents won't let me go anywhere. That shit's funny to me. I lost a lot of girlfriends for that fucking reason, man. That I probably would have got. Some of them I probably would still get along with to this day. Like, we were real good matches. That shit's funny to me. They think I hate them and we're like blowing them off and wasting their time, getting their hopes up. Like, he doesn't fucking care. He's just wasting my time. That shit's funny. So I would go to Toys R Us, play a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh. I remember you could get, if you completed the scoreboard, you could get special cards from it. Like they would like allow the kids to get certain tournament cards. And I remember when Machine King came out, I won the Ultimate Machine King or whatever, perfect. I forget what it was called.
Yeah, it's this Perfect Machine King or something like that. Which is ironic because I'm pretty sure it's worse than the original Supreme King.
It is. But it was like, I just remember getting those promo cards. I was like, awesome! You'd have to fucking. I think you'd have to win a certain amount of. I can't remember how you get it. There was stuff you had to complete.
Nice tempi board, nerd.
My one friend, he would always beat everyone, but I knew he was a cheater. He was like my Valentine. He'd top deck his cards. He would put he would put other cards in his sleeve behind other cards, so he'd have like 10 copies of the same card in his deck. But they were disguised as other cards.
You'd have to do a real sleight of hand trick to pull that off during a feature match at OYCS.
Well, yeah, but when you're a kid, it was like there was the card tape, like, you know what I'm saying. There wasn't a judge standing there. There was just the Toys R Us employees watching us, you know. And we'd get something done. We go over and tell them, like, hey, we need you to stamp this with the. It was the Millennium Eye stamp they had.
Oh shit! I didn't tell you.
This off.
I didn't tell you this. Holy fuck! There was a leak at Game Freak, the Pokemon developers, yesterday, and apparently part of the leak, somebody had a story on their hard drive about Typhlosion raping and impregnating a little girl and creating a species of half Pokemon, half human hybrids. I'm not kidding, by the way. Literally just Google Typhlosion, and
that is crazy. You're talking about the fucking fire guy.
Yeah, the starter from Gold, Silver, and Crystal.
Yeah. What the fuck? That's funny. I'll look it up in a minute.
Typhlosion's never beating the allegations, I guess.
I guess not.
Oh, this is really lame what I'm about to do. I love it.
What are you about to do?
I'm going to negate all activated monster effects while locking him into water monsters. Although if I do that, I can't use my spell or trap negate, huh? That might kind of be a problem.
Yeah.
Or spell or monster negate, rather. My jellyfish can negate monster. It doesn't negate the activation. It negates the resolution of the effect of any monster or spell or trap effect, except during the damage stuff, and then it gains 600 attack and defense each time you do it. So this jellyfish gets fucking big after a while.
Yeah. Oh, you just made me think of Crush from Finding Nemo. He took on all these jellies, one. Oh man, God, dude, you were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know why you started talking about the jelly. That's people don't know this about me, man. But fucking, when I was a kid, Crush, that was my favorite character. It was Crush from Finding Nemo, or one of the, I forget what his name was. He was in the Emperor's New Groove. It was the, it was the bad guy's henchman. I can't remember his name. He was, I think he played one of the characters in Family Guy. I can't remember the character's name. The police officer guy.
I don't know what his name is. I don't watch Family Guy.
Me neither. But I recognize his voice from the Emperor's New Groove. It was like Kuzgro or something like. Oh, no, what was the other guy? Grog? I can't remember what his name was.
Grog is the gorilla in Justice League.
Oh.
I remember the Crush. When I downloaded Hearthstone for the first time and started playing it, I wanted to build this deck called Murlocs, which functioned pretty similarly to the deck that I played in Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG at the time. But they gave you a random legendary whenever you started, and of course I pulled the worst legendary that you could get, which was King Crush.
Guy's name was Kronk. Kronk. Crush. Yeah, Crush was the turtle in Finding Nemo, and Crush was what you're talking about, too.
Get fucked, asshole.